Welcome back to another episode of Allowed to Ask. Hello, Mother.
Hello.
How have you been?
Wonderful.
I'm very excited because I'm not just sitting with my mom today, as fun as it is doing this every single week. We have a very special guest, someone who is very near and dear to my heart, a very long life friend, Amanda Greene.
Hi,
Hello.
guys. Hi.
Thank you for being here.
Thank you for having me.
Amanda is just the epitome of an amazing fucking friend, and I've known her for a very long time. And I actually remembered the other day when we were at dinner together is that our friendship goes beyond just camp. We're camp friends, like nice little Jewish girls who went to camp. And we met when we were, how old were we, like 13?
It was in
8.
Jamie, what?
Who invited
We
me?
started camp in 2005. We were way younger than 13.
Okay. Do you guys want me to go?
Yeah. We can handle it. We'll take it from here. It was in like 2003 when we met in Steamboat.
Okay. In Steamboat.
And I was wearing a camp sweatshirt.
Oh, that's
Do you remember?
right. In the
And
lobby.
you came up to us and you were like, "Oh, my daughter's gonna go there." And then we have a really cute picture of like Danny and her ugly face in bed with me. You remember?
Speaking of ugly, I was not cute, and we were just talking about my glow up, which we can get into that in a whole other.
Now she's hot.
Yeah,
so
which we can get into a
whatever.
whole other episode. And yeah, I remember having like hot chocolate with you.
Yeah.
And then I was going
And
to camp.
goldfish at the bar. They would serve hot chocolate and
Yes.
goldfish.
Yes. Did you have you gone back to Steamboat since? I feel like we didn't go back since.
I don't know.
No.
Yeah, I've for sure been since then. We did like a nice 3 or 4 year stint, and then my parents were like, "All right,
And then we're
on
done.
to bigger and better."
Yeah,
We're done.
no.
Yeah.
And then we went to camp together. You were there one summer before me, and then you were there
Still
for 8
better,
summers.
forever better,
Yeah,
forever
you
better.
were there for 8 summers. I was there for 7, and the 1 year I was not there, my camp friends literally torment me about that one summer. That was like the summer of 04.
Yeah.
Like,
It was the best summer of our life.
That's so funny.
No, it's not funny, Mom. It's not funny.
Okay.
This goes back
It's
to our
hilarious.
bullying
It's
conversation
literally
from the last
hilarious.
episode.
Okay.
It's not funny. It's
Okay.
really mean. And I feel like also when we started growing up then, our like camp friends kind of like split ways in a
Totally.
bit. And I was
Yeah.
thinking about the other day when I knew you were going to come on, I was like, that's so sad because, you know, our camp friends and I, it's a group of like 7 or 8 of us now. Like we're so tight, but there was such a time when we didn't speak.
Yeah.
Like,
Like
that was
all of college.
No, it's
Well,
so
that's
weird.
life.
Yeah.
That's
But
what
then how
happens.
close, it's just crazy how close we are now. Like
No.
the way it has shifted is wild.
Yeah, it's wild.
And everyone's like, "You're going to dinner with your camp friends again?" And I'm
No,
like, "Yes.
literally-
I want to spend every second with them."
Literally one of my best friends, Lauren, you guys obviously know her, but every time I'm like, she's like, "What are you doing this week?" I'm like, "Oh, I'm doing this, that. I'm seeing my camp friends." Like her eyes couldn't roll further to the back of her head. She's like, "You're always with your camp friends." I'm
Yeah,
like,
like,
"Camp
you're
friends?"
jealous, Lo. You're
You're
jealous.
jealous. You're jealous, though. Love you. Camp friends are the best type of friendships ever.
But you guys kind of grew up together also. Like to think that you know somebody for 20 years is
Has it been
unbelievable.
20 years?
Yeah, you
Yeah,
met at like
we
8.
met in 20
Yeah.
years. That's a really,
That's a
long,
really long
time.
time.
And old friends, I always say, are best friends because you never have to, just like you said, you didn't speak to each other during the college years, but you always pick up where you left off.
Yeah.
And the last time I saw you
When?
Here we go.
was
So scary.
we were visiting a college. It was you and
remember
your
it.
mom.
Uh-huh.
Danny ended up going there.
Uh-huh.
You can say it.
And Syracuse.
I remember
And
it. And we
I
were with Sid and
remember
Andrea too.
Your mom wanted you to be in human resources. That's all I heard the whole time. Human resources, human resources. So
I wonder
are
where we
you-
got that from.
Are you in
Like,
human
where did that come
She
from?
thought that was your be-all, end-all profession. So are you in human resources?
Nope, never was. Never was. Never studied human resources, not for a day.
Okay.
But interesting. It's so
But it's
interesting.
good to see you. I haven't seen you in a decade.
I miss you so much.
What?
Yeah, it was a college
You
visit.
haven't seen Amanda in a
When did we go?
decade?
2004.
Like your bat
I mean,
mitzvah and
2014.
that.
Not
Yeah.
2004. 2014 was when we graduated high school.
That is
Yeah.
crazy.
Yeah.
Well, I'm so happy
So we
to...
went 2013, like junior
Oh,
year.
yeah, the year before.
Yeah.
I'm very happy to be reuniting you two.
I know.
Good.
I think
It's
I
kind
should
of rude
go,
that you've
you
held us
guys.
from each other for
I
this
know,
long.
I know. On the car ride here, you guys were like,
Yeah, I've
literally
been laughing
lesbian
ever
for
since
each
I've been in
other.
her presence.
Yeah,
Literally
no.
laughing so hard.
But I'm really excited to have you because I feel like since we've reconnected, it's been like years, obviously.
Yeah.
We've been like very much, both of us, growing into ourselves. I think when it comes to, like, specifically just for the, whole bit of the podcast around dating and, exploring New York City, we both, I know we had not a lot, but we had boyfriends in high school and in college. So just kind of like navigating the dating world together. And it's been quite a good time, I would say.
Quite an
So
interesting time.
quite an interesting time. But I feel like we also have very different approaches to dating, but we relate on the same level at the same
sure.
time. So I want to kind of hear like what's going on dating wise. Like, do you like dating in New York City? What's your whole shtick with it?
I go through phases for sure. dating is a second fucking job. Are we allowed to curse on this
Yeah,
thing?
you can literally curse your top off. Like, it was only-
dating is. I'm not gonna. I won't. I might at the end.
Right.
Dating is another job. It is so hard and so exhausting. And when you leave the office for an entire day, having to put yourself together and then like be an actress for another few hours on a date is so hard. So you really have to be like feeling yourself, which I think is why for so long, like I went through my whole like anxiety thing. It's if you're not feeling your best, you can't date. Like you need to be obsessed with yourself in order to like make someone else obsessed with you. So it's very.
How did you like get over your anxiety thing? Like, 'cause I know you now. Like you go on so many dates, and you put yourself out there, and it's so amazing. I know a lot of girls are probably nervous to put themselves out there.
Yeah.
So what did you do to really kind of get over that hump?
Well, one, I mean, if I could literally tell you guys how obsessed I am with Danny Crevette, but I post anxiety, I stopped drinking, and I think that
another one.
Yeah, I don't drink literally at all.
We're
like
all
a little
sober
bit before you guys.
sisters here.
Yeah, we're all sober sisters. You don't drink either?
No.
Oh my God, we're sober sisters.
See, you don't need liquid courage. I
No,
think that
I
speaks
think,
volumes.
yeah, and that's like our personality. I think we all have similar personalities in the
Correct.
fact that like we don't need it.
We could sit here for 4 hours.
Literally for an hour. I'm like upset we only have an hour, like 45 minutes. I'm so upset. But I think that when that happened, I got really, really stressed about dating because a first date, not sitting across from someone like drinking a little bit, is scary.
Yeah.
And then talking to you and you telling me like, who the fuck cares? Like,
Yeah.
if they don't like the fact that you don't drink, then clearly they're not for you.
Amen.
And that helped
I'm like,
so much.
amen.
Yeah, amen. You're the one who taught me, so I hope you believe it. But that helped so much. And literally that just like kind of helped me rip the Band-Aid off. And I'm not even kidding.
that.
Like that was so helpful. And ever since then, it's like if he doesn't like every single part of you, then he's not it. And so there's no need for me to like lie and like pretend to drink and all this stuff. Like, hey, I'm gonna say I don't want to drink tonight. Like I'm just gonna be
You're
across from
also
you.
a cheap date.
I'm a cheap date.
I
yeah.
always say I'm a cheap date until you get to know
Until you get to know us and we eat our ass off.
Yeah, girls gotta eat. Girl likes to shop.
Yeah.
Anyway. How do you approach like going into the date? Like, do you tell them? Because we go back and forth on this.
Yeah.
I know we talked about this in the first episode, but like we go back and forth on if you should tell them if you drink or not before the date. So how do you approach that?
More recently, I have. I've been like,
telling them.
but I don't say like, "Hey, I'm sober." It's more of
No,
like,
'cause no.
yeah, like, and which I'm not. Like, I'll sip if you want me to sip something. But it's more like,
if
I
you
just want,
wanna
yeah,
sip
if I want to sip
something.
something, right? It's not about you, bitch. If I want to sip something, but I say honestly, like, I'm just like not so into drinking right now. Like, it doesn't make me feel good. Like, I'm down to go to a bar and like sip on one glass of wine with you.
Yeah.
And then sometimes they're like, "Oh, let's get dinner. Or, like, let's go to coffee, whatever."
And you're like-
I haven't done coffee yet. I've done dinner. I get scared to do those things for some reason. I don't know why.
I'm curious your thoughts too. What are your thoughts on like coffee dates? Because like I've seen videos where people are like, if he's taking you on a coffee date, like he's just like doing a little test to see if he actually likes you. Like I don't.
Isn't that what a date is?
But you could be doing a test too. Like it's
It is a
fine.
test.
It is a test. Who
Yeah.
cares what you're sipping
Yeah.
on or
Yeah.
you're and I.
So you like that?
Well, I also like you went on a few like brunch dates. I remember way back
I
when.
went on one brunch date and it was.
I went on one too, so bad.
But I think that's nice. Like during the day, like it's not nighttime. Like you get to really know the person.
See, I'm more of a night owl. Oh, I'm a night owl and a morning bird. What is it?
Early bird?
Early bird. I rather like go out on a date at night versus during the day, but I do appreciate like a coffee date when it comes after like, oh, you don't drink, like let's do something else.
Yeah. I've never said yes to a coffee date, so I can't say that I've been on one. I've done dinner date.
As a first date.
As a first date. I've
like
done a dinner
that.
date. Yeah.
You'll be surprised by how rare that is these days.
Well, I know because I feel like the guys, so it ends up getting expensive. So they're probably
is
just
true.
like drinks and you're
Yeah.
out, you know. But
And I always like pretend to offer to pay. How about you? Do you?
Yeah, and I do like
That's
the-
interesting.
I
Yeah,
do
I
like
pretend to offer. I'm like,
do you put your hand in the bag?
yeah. I'm like, do you want me to split it with you? And he's like, no, it's fine. I'm like, woof.
I don't even know if I ask them. I think I just say like I kind of make a statement. I'm like, I'm gonna split it with you, and then they're like, no. I'm like, okay.
And perfect. I
Yeah.
wasn't going to anyway.
after
yeah.
a while, you're a team player.
Yeah. I've never
actually-
gotten that far yet.
I was gonna say, like, when do you feel, whether you've gotten there or not, like, when do you feel is the right time to start like splitting or paying for something?
That's a good question.
No answers are a wrong answer.
No answers are a wrong
Yeah.
answer. I went to dinner with a guy after 4 dates or 4 dates,
So
and
you've been there? What are you talking
I
about?
guess, but he Ubered us there. He lives like very close to me. He
Okay.
Ubered us there
Together.
We went together. We met outside my building. We
That's
Ubered
some
together.
romantic shit.
And
Picked
then
you up?
oh yeah, it was so nice. No, he picked me up on foot, and then we got an Uber together.
Okay.
And then when we called the Uber from the restaurant home, I was like, let me get this. Like you called our Uber here, whatever.
Yeah, I think that's
so
nice.
like little things.
That's good.
And that was date 4.
Yeah.
But I don't know when you start like splitting drinks, splitting dinner. Like when do you?
I think splitting
Or
is
not even
like,
splitting, but-
personally, I feel like splitting comes from like to like when you're sort of like dating,
Like,
real
like
relationship.
boyfriend, girlfriend, real relationship. I know when I was seeing someone last, I think I paid, it was like date 4 or something. We like went to like pizza and then a movie. It was like our 4th date, and like I wasn't like really down to pay because like 4 could still be like
Like new.
it's still definitely new. Like, but I ended up paying.
Yeah.
But then he paid for the movie snacks.
Well,
So everyone, like
4's
swapped. Like
4
I pay for the
Yeah.
movie snacks, you
Yeah.
pay for them. But
Yeah.
like, hey, that's just me.
But
Yeah,
4
whatever.
starts with the sleeping date, remember? 4.
Yes.
Oh, 4?
I
So you
slept with
pay
him on-
and sleep with him?
on
Like, that's
3.
like a
I
good
slept with
day.
him on- no, I slept with him on 4.
For the first time?
Paid
For
and
the first time I slept
Oh
with
my
him on 4.
god.
Yeah, I
Paid
paid
For all you
and-
other girls who don't wait that long,
Yeah.
I'm more relatable than
Yeah.
Danny.
Okay, but I didn't used to always be like that.
No, I didn't know.
Yeah.
Okay.
because Danny is dating with intention now.
So what am I
And
dating?
you're having a hell of a lot
dating
of
with my
fun.
vagina.
Dating with your vagina. So clearly we have different viewpoints on, well, I just think, and there's no wrong answer here, but like, and we're about to,
Where's it going?
We're about to beef here. I just think like, if you want something longer term, sleeping with someone on the first date gives the wrong impression.
And I totally agree. And it's just like, how many times do you have to do it until you learn your lesson, you know?
But if you're just having fun and not looking for anything serious,
I want
then,
intention.
oh, okay, then you gotta like
She's
close your
intentionally
eyes.
I
putting
got
out-
it close. I'm intentionally like hoping that they like me more because of it.
Call me in an Uber on the way to your date, and I'll
Okay.
set you straight.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, now that we have a group chat, for sure I'm going to use the
Yeah,
group chat.
for sure.
Wait, so girls, what's your biggest pet peeve on a date?
Oh, that is
When you're
good.
on a date.
Yeah,
Um,
or your biggest like
No, I
ick
got you.
factor.
Yeah, no,
like,
I think that's
did
good.
you use the word ick? I'm
Yes, she
so
did. That was
proud
so
of you.
cute.
what?
That's just
Like,
so
it's
good
icky.
word.
I know, I
love
love
you.
it.
I
Yeah.
would say like the classic one for me is like obviously if you're rude to like a wait staff, that's like a classic basic one. But I would say something that's very important to me, which
I
is
know.
very overlooked,
You know what
is
she's
eye
gonna say?
contact.
I knew you.
Yeah.
I even wrote it in my notes.
You
I
did.
know that's
Eye
yours. It makes so
contact
crazy.
is very, very important to me, and I find you can speak a lot about a person's confidence
With her.
if they're looking at you. Like I find like a lot of guys I go on dates with, like when they're talking to me, like I understand like you don't need to be like fucking staring in my eyes the
Yeah.
whole time, but like if
the next
they're
time she goes on the
oh my
date.
God. Yeah, I'm like literally peeping into their face. I find it speaks a lot to someone's confidence if they feel comfortable, at least just like holding eye contact for like 4-second period.
Yeah.
Like you can look around obviously, but like
so right.
I've been on dates with guys where they literally like every time they're talking about themselves and they're like looking at the birds
Yeah.
in the corner.
Uh-huh.
Like
hi.
like I did my hair and makeup for a reason.
Yes.
Like look over here. So I would say that I could probably think of like 4 bajillion more, but that is
Yeah.
my main one. Funny you knew that I was gonna say
Yeah,
that.
I know you.
good.
I know my girl.
You know
and
your
you?
I totally agree with both of those. Like first thing that came to mind is how they treat wait staff, etc.
Yes.
And then my other one,
If we're going to
is-
dinner.
yeah, if we're going, no, even like at the bar, like whatever, the bartender.
Yeah.
Another one is like phone on table. Like I don't like when a boy, which I went on this past Friday, I went on a date with a guy who we were at what's the name? The Gansvort roof at the whatever, and we were sitting on like little couches, and he was a big dude, too big for the couches, and he was like holding his phone like this the whole time we were talking because he was so uncomfortable. And I was like, put your fucking
That's
phone down.
disrespectful.
Like put your phone in your
This
pocket,
day and age,
in your
holding your
bag.
phone, you're gonna get punched on the street.
Yeah, literally. Are
Danny
you
had a
right?
guy that was trying to impress her and used to take business calls, and that used to make her
That's
crazy.
not cute.
That was.
I know
We
it
actually
was.
really like him. Like he's a friend of mine,
Yeah.
but like I don't want to say his name. We don't say
Yeah,
names.
we don't
No
say
names.
names.
No,
Okay,
I'll tell
we
you
don't say
after.
names.
But I literally, cover your ears, mom. Like I literally just like gave him a blowjob, and
At home?
yeah,
Oh, like
at
not
his
restaurant.
home.
Oh, okay.
yeah.
I don't know.
Should I give a blowjob at a
Was he-
restaurant?
was he like, I actually have a friend who did.
Give a blowjob at
On
a
a date.
restaurant.
They had sex like the first time they hung out, and then they went on a date, and he was like, "Do you want to go to the bathroom?" And she gave him head in the bathroom.
kind of iconic.
Yeah.
My mom was
Yeah.
like,
No, you didn't like that.
No, I don't really
Okay.
like that.
Okay.
Mm-mm.
Like you're like a prude in your
I
60s.
mean, if you're like
You're a prude.
in your teenage years or whatever, but like,
Don't you think we're like kind of in our teenage years of our 20s?
Okay, thank you for saying that because, and I've spoken about, and then we'll get back to this the whole phone call blowjob story. But like, I know also we grew up with this like very just like Northeast Jewish bubble where like parents have an expectation where like, but looking at you, Mom, where like your kid should be, you know, having a thriving job and a boyfriend by the time like you're 30. It's kind of like that unspoken timeline.
30, it was 25.
There was no way
There's
I was
no
going to be
timeline.
married. There's you say there's no timeline, but there is very much like an unspoken. I'm very handsy right now with my hands.
So much pressure.
So much pressure, and it's just like you're right, Amanda. We are in the teenage years of our 20s.
Yeah.
Maybe once we hit like 29, 30, different story. But like
We're so good.
right now, we're so close to 40. As we were just saying.
So close to 40.
Right now it's very much an exploratory phase where, you know, you could be fucking around and find your person or be intentional and find your person. There's no right answer.
Yeah.
So to all you mothers out there.
But no, mothers, they're not doing it with malice. They just want for you. Like, and I mean, you're my daughter, so I could speak for you. I think you guys are ready for like the emotional connection and having maybe not that person, but a person.
Yeah, it goes back and forth.
Yeah,
But you also like your alone time. Do you like your alone time?
Obsessed.
Danny loves.
I was so scared to
me
move in by
days.
myself, and now that I live
remember
alone,
that.
I'm like, ugh,
I feel like I remember saying
so
to you,
good.
like, you're going to love it.
everyone,
Like,
everyone. But and I lived with my best friend in the whole world for 8 years since sophomore
Wow.
year of college.
Well,
so it was
I
our
lived
first
with
time.
Fred.
Yeah,
I lived
your
with
same
Casey and
thing.
Allie, too. It's
Exactly.
like, just because you like love your roommates, it's so separate. Like,
yeah,
living alone is
it's just
incredible.
so different. Like I was so scared to not live with her anymore.
Yeah.
And then now I'm like, oh my god, like my shoes are where I left them. I walk around naked everywhere.
best.
It's just like
Yes.
the best.
Yeah.
I want to go back to the phone.
Oh yeah, I
want
want to hear the story so badly.
Well, that one too.
but
I
phone
just
on
like
the
was
date.
at his apartment. I went to college with him, and I
Okay.
just like was hooking up with him, and I gave him a blowjob, and then he like took a business call.
In the middle of it?
No, like after.
Oh.
Like just like did the deed.
Oh, I thought he was trying to impress you.
No,
Really?
he literally was like helping someone network, and he was like, "Yeah, 1 second, I'm gonna take this call," and I'm like,
Oh.
"You probably shouldn't."
Yeah.
And
Weird.
Then, yeah, but now he like
you
has a
still hook up with-
girlfriend.
And now you think he looks good.
Thanks for
and he's
finishing my
amazing.
sentence. Yes, I saw him out, and he was like, "Danny, like I'm back with my ex-girlfriend." I'm like, and then I saw him out, and I was looking at him, and Lauren was like, "You keep looking at him." I'm like, honestly, people get hotter when they're in relationships.
100%. I
And
so
and
agree.
he liked her for 3 years.
Oh, and you weren't interested, and now you're
Yeah,
interested.
for 3 years.
I wasn't in a state back then where I was
Yeah,
not being
that's fair.
intentional back then. Honestly, right after college, when me and my ex-boyfriend broke up, I was getting with everyone who I probably wanted to go with in college.
yeah, that you
Right.
couldn't.
Well, you
and
had
I
a
couldn't.
6-year run of
Yeah.
boyfriends.
You had a run. Didn't you have a run
It was
too?
so long ago, but
Yeah.
Your high school.
I
boyfriend.
had 8th grade until like
Big
but
old
you guys,
slut.
I was a little slutty back then.
Yeah,
I was a little slutty
I remember a
back
story
then.
about like you in a car or something.
Oh, there were lots of cars. There were so many cars. I was a little slutty.
It was the South
But
Shore.
Then it was the South
she's
Shore of Long Island that
Westchester,
did
so
that.
it's
Westchester,
different.
you guys are classier.
South Shore
South
sluts.
Shore sluts. But yeah, that was like a high school thing. But then like, you know, it always fizzles into college, and like when you're home from college during all the
Yeah.
breaks, and then it like fucks with your head, you know.
Yeah.
That was me for sure. A victim.
Well, the turkey dump.
For sure.
What's
Remember?
the turkey dump?
When all the couples, I think you had the
turkey
turkey dump too.
Oh,
with
during-
James.
Is
Oh,
it during
yeah.
Thanksgiving?
We don't
Yeah,
say
like-
names.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry, but he's so cute.
He's so cute.
So I could say his name. But you know, when you come home from college and then like freshman year,
Yeah.
and then you have a boyfriend from high school,
You like-
and then you always break up over Thanksgiving
course.
because the grass is greener.
We broke up actually December break, so we made it
Christmas.
past
The Christmas dump.
The Christmas dump. The Christmas, yeah.
Hanukkah dump.
The Hanukkah,
Hanukkah
sorry, the
dumpy.
Hanukkah dump. You're right.
Hanukkah dump. Wow, we just really derailed from your.
Okay.
Your
Okay,
Wait,
but
so
it was
also-
phone up on the date. I
Okay.
don't like when boys do that, and then your eyes kind of like look towards
he's
it. It's like,
distracted.
pay attention to me. Like I'm
Was
asking
this
for an
the
hour
one
of your time.
where, you went to the bathroom? Tell that story.
Oh yeah, girls, this is a crazy story. So I went on a date on Friday night at the Gainsfort Roof.
Phone guy.
And phone guy didn't fit on the small couch, really awkward, like he was whatever. And I went to the bathroom, and there was a girl in the bathroom, and she looks at me and she's like, "Are you on a date with the guy on the couch?" And I had left my purse on the couch and said to him like as a joke, like, "Watch this," like whatever. So I was like, "Oh my god, he's like in
Wait,
my
you, like,
bag."
shouldn't do that,
what?
yeah.
Yeah, no
Okay.
shit.
Okay.
We're learning every day. We're learning. And he the girl goes, "Are you on a date with the boy on the couch?" And I was like, "Yeah." And she goes, "The second you walked away, he opened Hinge on his phone." And I was like, "Well, I don't fucking like him anyway." Right. And I texted my friends in a group chat, and I was like, like, how do I get out of here? Like,
you were like
someone
already
help
trying
me.
to figure out.
Yeah,
how to get
I didn't like him anyway, but like, chill out. Like, are you that thirsty that you're opening Hinge on a date?
But I think that is so pathetic. And I always said, like, so you meet another friend in life, like just enjoy each other, have fun. Like, I think that's disgusting.
But then you went back to the table.
Oh, then I went back to the table and I was like, I'm gonna go meet up with my friends. Like, they're going out. No one was going out. Like, everyone was home. Everyone was in pajamas. But I was like, I'm gonna go meet up with my friends. They're going out. And he was like, okay, I ordered another beer. I hope that's fine. I was like, if you're playing on Hinge, why are you ordering another beer to sit with me? You clearly don't care.
Yeah.
It was weird.
Yeah,
that is really weird.
That sounds bad.
It was bad.
Yeah. Next.
That was Friday's date.
Yeah, no, you've had like a roster going on.
There was also a Saturday date.
Yeah, no, I stuttering so hard right now. I like really ebb and flow with dating, and I feel like a lot of girls, women, ladies our age like deal with that. And I don't even deal with it. It's just like you said in the beginning, it's literally a second job, and like sometimes the last thing I want to do after a day of work is go home, put makeup on, do my hair, and like have a conversation.
Yeah, you have to be on.
You have to be so on. It's like it's not like an interview where it's like you just have to talk. I mean, look, talking about yourself is fun. Like, don't get me wrong, but it's exhausting, especially when you're doing it back to back. I was honestly, and I still am, I'm not someone who can go on more than one date a week. So I praise you, my
I
queen.
did 3 this weekend.
That's crazy.
Wow.
I know.
There's only 2 days in the weekend.
Friday, Saturday, Monday. Sorry, not 3 on the weekend.
And a Monday date is like very impressive.
A Monday
also.
date is,
What do you think is the best day of the week to go on a date?
Thursday or Friday.
Yeah.
Ooh, Friday. I think committing, yes. So I think a boy like committing to you on a Friday is like kind of cool.
I agree.
I think if you think too deep into it, it's like, is he a loser and he doesn't have friends that he wants to hang out with on a Friday? So you just can't think that too deep into it.
You gotta stop saying boy. You want a man.
A man!
You're right. A girl.
Boy.
Right.
What's your opinion on that? Is it weird to go on a first date on a Friday?
No, I think it's actually nice. Yeah. But I feel like you usually don't. It's like a Wednesday,
Thursday. I feel like Thursdays, like.
Yeah.
But if it was a man, they'd be like over hanging out with the friends.
Yeah,
like, been there, done that, and change it up a little bit.
Yeah, so I like that.
I'm only accepting Friday dates from now on.
Yeah, that's like hot.
I had someone say to me, we are no longer seeing each other, but in the beginning we were trying to make plans. He was like, oh, let's do Friday, and then we can meet up with our respective friends after. I'm like,
ew.
I said I had plans that night. I didn't. I ordered in.
Yeah, of course. And you're so happy on your couch now.
So happy.
Yeah, literally the best.
I made like a dessert bowl, and I had like I love those nights.
Speaking of that, something that I'm working on these days is accepting like a Friday night on the couch is like also a 12 out of 10.
Wait, I do like, at least Friday or once a weekend.
Like I put so much pressure on myself that I have to go out on a Friday because it's Friday.
Literally no. Like I'm
probably we had a long week.
A long week. At least once a weekend, I am home by myself in my robe with your classic like TikTok girly vibes. Like I am living that dream.
Yeah, and it's incredible.
It's incredible. You have to like rejuvenate yourself for the week.
Yeah.
And then you also, if you stay in Saturday night, and if you have like a day, stay in Saturday night, then you can feel good on Sunday too.
Sunday morning, go to the grocery store. Yeah.
Go to Soul Cycle.
Yeah, that's what we did this
Meet
weekend.
your camp friends for brunch.
Meet your camp friends for brunch.
The best. But you're like, I like praise you for like getting up and getting out there.
It's hard, but also I'm at a point where you're obviously also at this point, but I have so many friends getting engaged and married and living with their boyfriends, etc. And I'm so envious, and I have such a good relationship with them. And like I go to dinner like me and like the couple, you know, like whatever. And that's so fun for me, but also like I'm so ready. Like, you know, when you just have that click that it's like I'm fucking ready.
It doesn't.
You have more like adrenaline, you know.
Right.
But it will
happen when you least expect it.
Yeah. So then me doing 4 dates in a weekend isn't going to make it happen.
No, but, well, first of all, you can't sleep with them because then it's definitely not going to happen.
Right.
But you do
That's not always true though. Like I do agree. Like I think if you're sleeping with someone on the first date, it definitely gives off the impression that like you
need to get to know somebody a little bit and build like a little bit of a friendship.
Your bodies. No, I'm kidding. But like, no, I'm not. But I think
okay.
I think you're right. It sets the intention of like this is what, you know. Unless I don't know. I personally never had an experience where I've slept with someone on the first date, which I didn't used to do a lot anyway.
I used to not even like kiss on a first date. Do you kiss on a first date?
I love this conversation.
It's my favorite question.
Literally don't know. Like, oh, do I know if I kiss them? It totally depends. Like, if they're leaning in for it, like, I'm going to go for it. But I, like, would never initiate that. I don't know. It's so weird.
She always says it's very awkward.
It's because, like, either you're getting into an Uber, you're sitting on, like, you're not sitting on the sidewalk, but you're on the sidewalk, like, nothing. not that I like need to live a romance, but like nothing is making me want to kiss you.
Yeah.
Maybe the only time I feel like I would really kiss someone is if we're at a bar or at dinner and they come to my side of the booth, because I will be sitting on the booth because I am a lady.
Yes, you are.
And we're like getting all cute and cozy and cuddly there, then we'll probably kiss.
Okay.
But that rarely
That
happens
doesn't
on
happen.
first dates.
No, doesn't
I've had that
happen.
a few times, but like,
And then if they're a horrible kisser, like they're out.
Yeah.
yeah.
Then you don't waste any more
do you
time
think
on
you
them.
can get over that? Like, I don't think I could get over someone who's a horrible kisser.
If you kiss once on the first date, you have to give them a second try. Like, you have to learn each other. Like, I don't know.
Then you have
can
to start
change.
drinking.
You can change. Yeah, then we have to get drunk to keep it going.
Yeah.
But I think you can't just off of one time.
No,
Like,
I
can't you
haven't had
teach
that
people?
a lot.
Like, when you have bad sex with someone, can't you like teach them like what you like? Like, it's the same thing.
I guess.
Or no?
Yeah, but by then
We're
you're
like,
by,
Mom?
What
but
do
by
you think?
then, hopefully you're in 4 or 5 dates.
Oh, right.
So if you're not even sure if you like them and then you sleep with them, I think they're out.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, okay.
Okay, we're learning.
Amanda's like,
We're learning.
notes
No,
on
I'm
that.
taking notes. I
we,
understand.
You're gonna call me.
I
on the way
am.
to,
You guys, I'm gonna text you literally all
No,
the time.
on your way to
do.
dates.
Do you
Literally
have
all the time.
a crush on anyone right now?
I do. I have a little crush. But like, okay, so here's like another question. What is the vibe with like crushing after the first date? Yeah, I have a lot of questions.
So like,
I think it's cute.
I think
know?
it's really cute.
And it's
but
exciting.
Ooh, shimmy mom.
Ooh.
It's exciting.
No,
it's
I-
like a good little feeling.
I agree. I just haven't had that in a very long time.
You
This
just
is my
had
first
a
time.
crutch. Crushed.
A crush?
A crutch? You,
You
broke
just
your
had
leg?
a crush
Ooh. No, don't say names.
at your workspace.
Oh, same
But that
different.
made it a little fun.
That's like different.
Yeah, but
though.
that's cute because it wasn't from a date. That was like a real life like
Yeah,
thing.
now we're like friends.
Right,
Who,
which
like,
is good.
flirt.
but flirting is fun.
We haven't even kissed.
Yeah, but don't you think flirting is fun? It's exhilarating.
totally nothing like a good flirt on
I
Wednesday
know.
at 2 p.m.
Yeah, that's sick.
I think it's sick. And I like see him like as I'm flirting. I'm like,
Yeah, like that's cool. That is cool.
I don't know. I think drinking plays a role in my response right now.
Yeah.
I used to crush a lot harder
when you drink.
when I was drinking.
Why?
Let me tell you.
Okay.
I think honestly, it was like, not that I don't think I ever needed liquid courage, but I think it like changed my perception on the situation. Like I think I was having a lot more fun than I actually was.
Totally.
And I also like, I think, I don't know, now like I'm way more, not that I was ever getting, I used to only have like probably like 2 or 3 drinks max on a date, but like I feel like I'm in such a clear headspace now when I'm dating because I'm not drinking. I'm like
Yeah.
really paying attention to the
That's good.
person.
It's good.
So the thing is, I would love to have like a little crush on someone
Yeah.
post first date. I just
You
haven't.
just haven't been there yet.
I haven't been there in a bit, and that's just. I think that's just because I haven't
Yeah.
been out with someone who is piquing my interest.
Yeah.
But I do. So who knows? Maybe it's not
This
even
is-
the drinking thing. It's just
yeah.
like I haven't had that in
Yeah.
a minute.
And
That's
it's funny
fair.
because you get anxiety before you go on a date.
So
and
much.
if she drinks, she used to get anxiety the next day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that's also like why I don't drink to prevent that.
Yeah.
You know.
So good.
Yeah. It's literally incredible.
It's
So when you girls look at a dating profile,
Yeah.
what's the first thing you look at?
You
I know-
asked me this last time.
I did?
Yeah.
Oh, because I know
What's
what
your
I would look
answer?
at.
Oh, what would you
Um,
look at?
I look past I don't look at their pictures first, which might be different than everyone else.
Oh,
I
I
look
like
at their
that.
height, where they went to school, and their
You
job.
want a short king?
No, I don't want a short king, but the boy I'm crushing on is kind of a short king. So
Yeah.
you know what? You don't like what I think I'm into. You have to like stretch your boundaries a little bit.
It's short
Right,
king
little-
season.
yeah.
right.
Dunkin' launched a Dunkin' sponsor. This is sponsored by Dunkin'. No, I'm kidding. Dunkin' launched they call their mini cups short kings now.
They
Oh,
do.
really?
Yeah, for
Oh, that's
spring.
cute.
Oh my god, I have to go
So
tomorrow.
cute.
That's
Yeah.
so cute.
It's like the same iced coffee.
It
just
doesn't matter if
different.
it's a cute cup. It's
No,
so
it's the
cute.
same cup.
Oh.
They're just like you say. Can I have a short king iced latte?
Oh, there's no
It's-
branding on
no,
it.
it's no branding.
Oh, okay.
But soon you'll stop looking at school because it's like kind of like
I know,
if
but
you
you
meet a
want
guy
someone
who's
like
like
a little.
32.
What if he didn't go to college?
You still look at school.
Oh,
I do still look at school. I
don't
think
look at school.
I don't know why. Well, also to me, school and job like somewhat are tied. I
Yeah.
don't know.
Yeah.
It's all in that one like
Well, you
blur.
want someone
Moral of the story: I
smart,
scroll first to that.
someone who has grit.
Yeah.
who's out there.
Yeah, like I care a lot about that. I want someone driven and successful. Like that is very
I
meaningful
said
to
that.
me.
My mom asked me this last
Or
time.
at least driven.
Yeah.
I mean, they don't have to be successful
they don't have to be
now.
successful
They're
yet. We're
young,
28,
but
yes.
you just don't want to
I'm 27.
Yes.
Don't age
Oh
me.
my god, sorry that you're literally the youngest girl in the
You're
grade.
closest to 30.
I'm closer to 40.
True.
And I'm the old lady at the table.
Yeah.
You're not
Why? What
old.
would you look at? You
Oh yeah, you
know.
said you know.
You forgot.
Well, what's the first thing I notice on somebody?
Yeah.
So I don't know if it would
I
be
know
a
what you're gonna
profile.
say. Say it on 3. 3, 2, 1. Teeth. Knew it.
I told a boy that I need them to have nice teeth the other day.
Yeah.
I agree.
It's like the first thing I notice on
totally
somebody.
agree.
Even now I
Nice
do.
Friday night boy, bad teeth.
Really?
Yeah, such a turn off. Crooked, like railroad tracks.
Really?
Yeah, I don't like that.
And that's a simple
agree.
thing to fix.
But that
Yeah.
you can fix. Invisalign.
But like, why
braces.
hasn't he fixed that yet? Like, he's not upset when he looks in the mirror.
Maybe he doesn't have a family who really cares, or you know what I mean. Maybe he's just
Yeah.
smart shell. But teeth
I
is-
agree.
Joe.
Teeth is very important.
Teeth I always
agree.
notice.
What if they're smiling with their mouth closed?
In every picture, that means their teeth are bad.
Yeah, exactly.
That's true.
They're hiding something.
I answered this last time, but I also said job. I don't look at school really anymore. Like I
Is
see
that,
it.
like, maybe that's like immature of me. I
No,
don't know.
I don't think it's immature. I think they do. They definitely correlate. I also when it comes to dating for me, like if I see like a school where I know a million people went and I have a lot of mutual friends with them, like I don't want to know anything
off.
Yeah.
about them.
Interesting.
Like even like if I know one of my best friends knows him, I don't care if she says or he says he is the most incredible human being in the world. I don't want to know that because then I go in with a preconceived notion.
Yeah,
Even
you're
if you
so
tell
right.
me this person sucks, I'm going to go in thinking they
Yeah.
suck. And if I like them, I'm like, wait, why do I like them?
Right.
Or opposite. If someone says this person's amazing and I'm like kind of sucked.
Yeah.
I don't want to go in with that preconceived notion. So looking at the school, my mind is instantly like mutual friends. Who do I know? Jewish
Right.
geography, all those things.
But that was one of my questions also.
Oh.
Do you do a deep dive when you to try to?
I mean, I just like literally.
I know
probably-
Danny doesn't. Danny doesn't want to
I'm-
hear anything, and she
I'm
wants
like
to
actually
form.
a psychopath.
Or, you
Do you
do?
want me to tell you all the things I do?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay. Step one. My best.
So when you go on like a dating profile,
One
whatever,
day-
you have a date with somebody and you figure something out, then you're gonna try to find out who he is.
Before the date, I have to know everything about him.
Yeah, but then you have nothing. Don't you like a surprise when you get there?
Yeah, but I need to know they're not like a serial killer.
Yeah, but
Random dates on Hinge are so scary.
Okay, but then they're going to your apartment on the first date.
No, yeah, I know.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
is
Well,
like a
I'm only
wit-
going with them because I know they're normal because I did research.
True. Okay.
right.
Yeah. No, I like to dig, but funny that you said that because the one that I went on a date with that I told you I had a crush on Monday, I was at dinner with a few friends last night, and one of them has a friend who went to the same high school as him, same age, whatever. And I was like, oh my God, text and ask. And my other friend was like, Amanda, no. Like, what, you like him, so who cares what this other person has to say? Like,
Right.
does it really
Sure.
matter?
You have to form your own
yes.
opinion.
Yeah, so I think that's something good to work on. I think
think
that's
it's
going to be
good
a
to
new
work
thing
on.
for me, as long as I
it's
know they're
good.
not a serial killer.
Right. No,
But
that's a different story.
What I wanted to
obviously.
ask, if you have like a million friends that go to the school and whatever, you see him, you don't want to know about him, but like, are you still into him? Like,
Yeah.
you don't stray away from him because of that.
No. There was a time where I very much like did stray away from that. I
Yeah.
think it was like right after like post breakup, and it was just like a lot of just like honestly like my breakup like happened for like a very long time,
Yeah.
and it was a lot of talk for a while, and
It's like a year breakup.
I wanted.
Yeah.
Don't sound so thrilled about it. Little miss, I lost 20 pounds from it.
You did?
But
You're welcome.
I honestly, I wanted to go out with someone who literally knew nothing about me.
Yeah.
Like I didn't
Yeah.
want to play the whole Jewish geography
I know,
game.
yeah.
I like I like someone getting to know me, like for me, like the same way I want to get to know them. So
Yeah.
I don't want them to. At least I'd like to think that people will be saying nice things about me, like regardless. Like
Yeah.
I want that person to actually genuinely like me because they're sitting across the table.
Yeah.
But no, I never like steered away from it. And if anything, like I go kind of more back towards that today, where I'm like, oh, it's kind of nice to actually have someone who,
Yeah, like-
who is like kind of cut from the same cloth and
Yeah.
you know,
Familiar.
people know
Yeah.
are
Yeah.
familiar.
Yeah, I
Um,
agree.
But I had like a foreign phase for sure.
You
where
did.
I was
I-
like, really?
I don't know if I'm having a foreign phase.
No.
I don't know if
Your
I'll
guys
ever.
are like from Long Island.
No, yeah, you're right. I don't know if I'm ever gonna get into a foreign phase.
It's really fun. Actually, one of the guys I went out with during my foreign phase is like a friend of mine now.
Oh, you work out together,
Swedish man.
don't you?
Oh, yeah.
That's how
Swedish
we
man.
met. Yeah.
Which makes me think of when I was in college.
Let's go
I
back
liked
to the
visitors.
40s.
So bad.
No, I liked visitors because if you didn't really want a
When you never
commitment,
see
and I
them
was
again,
in between
yeah.
boyfriends, I was like, all right, who do you have coming up this weekend?
That's honestly amazing.
Yeah, it was
Very
fun.
genius.
It was
But like
fun.
you would sleep with them on the first date.
Well, I don't
'Cause
know.
they were
but
just
that,
visitors.
that I can't talk about.
Oh, you
Mom,
can't? Like,
come
because you're
on.
married?
Yeah, for like 32 years.
So he doesn't
I had
need to
fun.
know what you... Oh, you had
I
fun.
had fun.
Okay, so you slept
had
with them
fun.
when
I
they
had
visited.
fun. I was fun.
Now?
I'm still fun.
Yeah, I think so.
All good.
Let
You girls bring great energy, though.
Thank you.
Oh, I want to spend the rest of my life with you guys. Like,
Amazing.
literally.
Did you have any more questions, Mom? We could jump into a fun game then.
Let me take a little look at my
Take a little look at
my
your index cards.
Index cards, because I'm old and I can't remember anything. What would be the best compliment that you could receive from a guy?
Oh
Oh.
my God.
Not including appearance?
Yeah, just anything.
I guess maybe it's like my anxiety speaking, but like appearance obviously is like one of the number ones for me.
Oh, Pansy,
For
you're
sure.
beautiful.
You're beautiful. So
But like
someone
for a
says,
boy to
you're
say that,
beautiful.
yeah, it's like, oh my God, I'm fucking obsessed with you. Words of affirmation is my love language for sure.
Oh,
Yeah.
love language.
Yeah.
What's your love language, Mom?
Oh, I don't even remember anymore.
It's physical touch, words
Yeah.
of affirmation, gift giving.
I'll take the gifts.
Quality time.
I'll go with C, the gifts.
I'm like, can I go with all the above? But mine's definitely
You're touchy-feely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm very. It's so obvious.
That's my
to
type.
everyone around me when I like someone because my hands are all over them.
Not for nothing, but like with our girlfriends, we're always touching too.
Yeah,
It's
no,
just like
definitely.
love in general, like not just
Love
boy.
you.
Yeah,
Let's
like
touch.
love you.
It started in the bunk.
It
It
started
did.
in the
It
bunk.
started in the bunk.
Crap, I had a question. I didn't answer your question. What was it? Oh, what's the best compliment?
Yes.
I think someone could give.
Thank God she has a memory.
Yeah.
Barely. It's a long day too. My headache went away though.
Good.
Just talking to you guys. The best compliment to me or to someone else? Like I think there's a
the
difference.
best compliment to you.
Given to you.
I think it's something more around, I'm going to like take a different approach. I think it's something more around like how I make them feel. So if it's like, if they're saying like you like, not like light up my world, but like you give me energy, like think something like that. Not that exact words, but something where it's like something, my presence and my being makes them a better person.
Right. Like
Yeah.
you're enough.
Yeah.
You're
I
enough.
love
I'm
that.
enough.
But I just thought of
If
something
someone
funny.
ever said
enough.
you're enough,
You're
I'd be
enough.
like, that's
I just
bizarre.
wait. I just thought of something funny though. Danny was dating somebody for a while, and
I'm like, what?
she said to me,
Scary.
"Oh, he says, like he's so happy with me and blah 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 that he doesn't have to take his anxiety meds." And I'm like, in my head, I'm already like, next.
That's good. That's really good.
Yeah, next.
Oh,
Really good.
Was that a
You're
was that a
literally drug
compliment?
to, you're literally a drug to him.
That was not. Yeah, not that. I'm actually.
Is that a
speechless.
compliment? You're actually
Said I even remember that, but I remember that.
That was like last year. It was
Is
not
that a
long
compliment or
ago.
Yeah.
no?
No, I think I was so blinded by I don't even know what that I thought that was. Like I think like
I'm like, run.
Literally run. I don't love that one.
That was such a lame
That's like scary.
time in my life.
That's a little scary.
Yeah, I said that
You told me.
quote.
Like he's so happy. I'm like,
I
bye.
literally don't know what to say. Like I'm actually speechless because that's the
you
dumbest
were
shit I've ever
serotonin.
heard.
Okay, but
You give me serotonin. I get it.
Yeah.
we got a good laugh.
We gotta go laugh.
Yeah.
No, that was
That's
so,
it's all about the laughs.
that
Yes.
was so
Like
scary.
you gotta just laugh a little bit.
Yeah.
What is the best dating advice you've ever received?
That's good. Wow. I think, which is, it's like something you said and then something also my friend said, but like putting less pressure on it. I'm not like, don't date to find a husband. Date to have fun and enjoy like in the moment. And then whatever happens kind of happens. I feel like when you're in this like, shit, I really want to find someone ASAP. It's like you're dating to find a husband and that one takes the fun out of it.
100%.
Two, it's too much pressure. Like you're not
Right.
going to find your person that way.
And you could, but when you find your person, as you see what happens with people, like now, especially not that you're old, but at your age, like it happens fast.
Yeah.
You're not going to go out with anyone now for like 6 years.
No,
like that's not
totally.
happening.
We could be married in like 2 years
Yeah.
and popping out baby.
I'm like, oh, I'm down. I'm
Really?
honestly
You
down.
want kids like right now? It's
I wouldn't get an
okay.
abortion.
On the next episode.
Let's save that for next time.
And on that note, thank you so much for being
oh my
here.
God, thank you for having
Thank
me.
you,
I could talk
Amanda.
for 10 hours.
No,
more.
literally, I'm upset we have to go, but we have to wrap.
You'll come back and visit.
Okay, I'll come back.
Okay.
Love
and
you
visit.
so much.
Love
Bye.
you guys.